Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, good morning everyone. First of all, let us introduce ourselves. We are from the RIZKY 102 team. My name is RIZKY RAMADHAN, and this is my partner DANISH and ATMAJA. Today we will present the result of our today we will present our result about our research entitled Utilization of Waste Cooking Oil with Switch Orange Peel and Persimmon Fluid as Environmentally Friendly Dishwashing Soap. Next. We know that rivers in Indonesia are increasingly polluted. Data from KLHK in 2021 shows that 59% rivers in Indonesia are polluted, and one of the main contributors is used cooking oil. So this used cooking oil often disposed into waterways, polluting the environment, and can even harm human health. So seeing this, we tried to utilize used cooking oil combined with switch orange peel that contain limonene, persimmon fluid that rich in flavonoid and tannin. We want to prove that this waste can be turned into an effective and environmentally friendly dishwashing soap. So our research starts with two main questions. First is, how is the soap that made from used cooking oil combined with switch orange peel and persimmon can be effective washing tableware, and how does it affect water quality after use? And our two main goals were to assess the effectiveness of the resulting soap and to measure its impact on the water quality after use, whether it is safer than a regular soap. So we designed this research to provide benefits in many various aspects. So for us as researchers, we gain a practical experience and knowledge of applied chemistry. And for school, this research can be a real example of cross-disciplinary learning from science, environment to entrepreneurship. And in general, we hope that this soap can be innovative and solution for So we move to theoretical basis. So used cooking oil that often seen as a waste can be purified and turned into an effective eco-friendly dishwashing soap. So this purified can be removing a dirt, other color, and harmful substance. Natural ingredients like switch orange peel and persimmon add antioxidant and antibacterial and grease-fighting properties, and they can be obtained using a rotary evaporator. So this soap is that from a chemical reaction between oil and a paste. So its quality is tested by pH test, soap test, foam test, and the effectiveness of antibacterial test. Next. So we move to basic assumption. The basic assumption in this study are as follows: is orange peel and persimmon fluid contain antibacterial flavonoid, and this type used cooking oil has non-polar hydrocarbon that bind dirt, oil, and alkali react to form soap oxalate group. And limonene in orange peel add fragrance to the soap. And we move to a hypothesis. So based on this theory, we made a hypothesis. So that this soap that made from used cooking oil, switch orange peel, and persimmon fluid can be effective to washing tableware and to clean dirt and in addition to cleaning, the soap produces antibacterial and will not polluting the water. Next. So we move to type of research and time. So we use a quantitative approach with an experimental method. So our steps include extraction of active ingredient like switch orange peel and persimmon fruit that we do it in Academy Pharmacy Surabaya, and soap production that we do it in laboratory of High School Al-Hikmah and at home. So we do it in 2 different places. And for our research variables include independent variables like the composition of switch orange peel and persimmon extract, and control variables like alkali, glycerin, and aqueous. And for dependent variables is like the effectiveness of the soap and the water quality.
Next. The next we have tools and materials. The tools we used included a digital scale, glass container, rotary evaporator, measuring cup, plastic spatula, balloon whisk, filter paper and cloth, dehydrator, chopper, and thermometers to support each stage of soap making process. For the material, we used cooking oil, 100 milliliters, switch orange peel, 400 grams, persimmon fruit, 400 grams, ethanol 96%, 5 liters, distilled water, 2 liters, sodium hydroxide, 18 grams, sodium bicarbonate, 50 grams, glycerin, 30 grams, stearic acid, 35 grams, citric acid, 50 grams, kaolin, 5 grams, sugar, 5 grams, and maroon soap dye, 2 grams. Next. Next, we have research procedures. And procedures include oil distillation, orange peel and persimmon extraction, soap making, tests such as foam, pH, antibacterial, water content, organoleptic, BOD, and COD. Next. Next is the data collection technique. This research used experiments to analyze soap made from cooking oil, orange peel, and persimmon. The data was collected through foam, pH, antibacterial, moisture, and safety tests like BOD and COD. Next. Next, we have data analysis techniques. We are using descriptive quantitative data, which was compared with S.Si and KLHK standards. Foam, pH, and water content followed S.Si, while BOD and COD were checked for environmental safety. Antibacterial effectiveness is 90% of bacteria reduction, and organoleptic tests measured from user acceptability. Next. Next we have research result and discussion. The soap was brownish, had harsh brownish orange with a natural scent, with pH around 8 through 11 and foam head of 10 through 13 centimeters. F1 formulation had the best antibacterial result. Orange and persimmon extract enriched the soap with active compounds. But unfortunately, there were some tests that couldn't be done due to the soap curing process, which takes about 3 months. Next. Last, we have conclusion and suggestion. The soap was effective, eco-friendly, and met several standards. Moreover, future research should complete all tests after 1 month of curing process and include full BOD and COD analysis. Next. 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 That's all from us. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thanks very much for the great presentations. Now let's move on to the Q&A session. It's going to be started from Daniel. What was that? What was that? All right, Daniel? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry. What is this?
This is our soap.
Right. Now, for future reference, a few comments on your presentation. Okay. By the way, thank you very much for your research and all. This should have come out during the presentation. Another aspect that I enjoyed your slideshow at the beginning. You had a lot of visual, and so I could see. But then at the end, you got only text, and you're telling us about the process and what you've done. And how. I wish I could have seen that. I wish you could have documented that with pictures or video or whatever to show us what you've done in your research, so we can actually see and follow what you're saying. Now, what you've got out there is a lot of text, which you went so fast through the slides, I didn't have time to read the text, and most of the time you were saying was what was out there, right? So it was a bit redundant. So I wish that while you were telling us what you did and how you did it, you could have shown us the pictures of what you did and how you did it. And this way, your visual aids would support what you are saying, not simply mimicking it. And this here, when you were talking about the result and about what came up, you should have brought this out, perhaps even brought it to the audience so we can actually see it, taste it, feel it, whatever. Perhaps even having it in a bowl of water so we'd see how it works with water and so on. That would have been a nice addition to your presentation. Okay? Thank you very much for your presentation.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much for the opportunity. Congratulations for this group. Yes, I agree with the Mr. Previously told, because I also wondering how the step of the soap making as your group innovation. And is there some questions? Because you said that you make this soap in this school, right? Because I saw in the slide you mentioned about the chemistry laboratory, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, I think better you can give like the several picture, several photos when you are doing the soap making. So it had better to like that. And then I'm wondering about you detect the bacteria also. Yeah. So what kind of the bacteria that you use? Your research.
We used Staphylococcus aureus bacteria. Yeah. Only
You do
one
by
bacteria.
yourselves in the laboratory, or you send the sample to the commercial laboratory and then
the soap sample to Surabaya Pharmacy Academy.
Okay. I'm wondering about the optimization ingredients in your product. Is there any optimization level? For example, how many concentration that you use for the oil, you use for the buah kesemek and etc. Is there any optimization process?
Optimization.
For the each concentration for your ingredients, because the main ingredients that you use for this oil, yeah, use cooking oil,
Yes.
right? And then also buah kesemek.
Yes.
So how many buah kesemek that you use in your product, for example, also oil? Is there any the optimization process? So you make like the group, for example, the first group you use the oil, how many volume, and buah kesemek, how many fruits, and then another one group, maybe you can innovate or create the several level or concentration. So you can choose which one is better for the composition of the product, because maybe related with the antibacterial quality or another test that you use in your research.
We actually, from our materials use, the soap we separate into 3 dough, and for the extract, we use both orange peel and persimmon extract, but different different quantity. And the antibacterial activity was effective when we use more of the orange peel extract and persimmon extract. So the more for the formulation, the most effective antibacterial activity was had the more extract inside the soap.
Yeah, we would like to welcome parents to perhaps ask questions, give some advice or suggestions, perhaps from Rama's parent or Danish. All right.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Mom doesn't really understand about your presentation, but according to Mom, you have tried well. Keep trying, learning, and remember Allah. Leave the result to Allah. Mommy will always support you and pray for you. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay, now we're coming into the research advisors. Please, Ustadzah Lilis or Ustadz Adi, perhaps.
Okay. Yeah, one by one.
Yeah.
Your product in the judges, yes. That's right. Okay, good. Yeah. Yes, one. Just one. I want to use. Okay. Yes. Oh, let me see. Yeah, the package, yes. Professionally, Ustadzah, congratulate you on completing the final presentation. I only ask one thing. What did you both get from learning of your research?
We learned to
With your title, with your process and final presentation, what did you get from learning this research?
We learned, of course, we finally can make research well, and following the instructions of research making, especially in Alikma, research like this follow rules of university research. So I think we know first before we finally.
Okay, how about you? Rizky, how about you, Rizky? Rizky Ramadan. I'm sorry. That's all right.
For me, from this research, I can learn about how to make soap from waste household, like that, polluting the environment. And I can learn how to make a I can learn how to make no, sudah.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much for all the feedbacks, suggestions, as well as advices from parents and the judges. Now we would like to invite all the parents to come forward and having a photo session with our presenters today. We would also like to remind each and every single presenters to keep the microphone close to your mouth whenever you want to speak, because your speeches are going to be recorded by the team. Yeah. Try to make sure that it is audible to the microphone is important. Thank you.